Hi everyone, welcome to ADCSFX Works. In this video I'm gonna show you the repair of an HP OfficeJet 6600, but the procedure is really the same for the HP OfficeJet 6700 Premium. In this video we're gonna replace the printhead on this printer because the internal one is faulty. It shows there's a problem with the printhead, and even a semi-full reset with the setup cartridges didn't fix the problem, so we need to replace the printhead in order to get it working. So as soon as I want to sell this printer, yeah, I think it's a valuable option to just replace the printhead and yeah, take this on sale. So the procedure requires a printer disassembly, but it's not hard, and yeah, it's pretty easy, so it's not a very difficult operation to do. But I want to clarify that if you have this problem on a printer that is in warranty period, I'm not saying in warranty, I'm saying in warranty period, so into the 2 or 1 year that HP gives you, sometimes 3, so check with your serial number if this printer is still in warranty, and if it is, just send it to HP. So in the situation that you have some compatible cartridges inside of the printer, you will say, well, this printer is out of warranty because I've used compatible cartridges. Well, it's not a so honest thing to do, but if you want, you can insert some OEM cartridges inside and give it to HP. They can even be empty, because if the printer does not reveal the printer, they won't have any problems with some empty cartridges. So you can of course get inside some empty original ink cartridges and send it to HP, so they will fix for free this printer for you. So if your printer is completely out of warranty, so this is the repair that you're looking for. So the first thing is that you want to rotate the printer to the other side. So on the rear of the printer you have to remove 2 screws that are one on this side and one on this side. So you have to use a T10 screwdriver. This is a Torx T8 Screwdriver, and just simply remove these Torx screws. So HP always uses Torx screws on their printers, so actually that's how it is. So then you need to remove the printer on the front side, and then open the cartridges access door and remove 4 screws. So one is on the extreme left side, one is here under the HP logo on the ADF units. So yes, so then another is here near the LCD sensor, so the cover sensor. So here in this hole there's another screw, and under the LCD actually there's another screw. So you have to take the LCD up. You can even close this, and if you take the printer up, you will see here there's a screw, so you have to remove this screw too. So remove this, then you're pretty good to go to remove the entire scanner unit. So in order to do this, I think that it's better to pay attention to the scanner unit, because now we're gonna lift the printer in this direction, and if you don't pay any attention, so if you want you can use masking tape, this will open and crush everything that you have in front of you, obviously, and even you could break the hinges on the scanner, so you have to pay attention. So you need to rotate the printer this way, and under the printer you can see 2 tabs that you have to remove. So one is this and one is this, that is usually a bit more hard to remove. So yeah, now this entire part is disconnected. So now you can turn it back down and open the cartridges access door again. So now you have to push up this direction and you will have the entire scanner unit removed. So pay attention to this flat cable because this connects to the scanner unit and you don't want to damage it. So you carefully remove it, something like this, and this will come out. So you can even remove this at the moment. Pay attention because this is fragile, so it doesn't seem to be very fragile, but I guarantee you if it drops from 20 centimeters it will go in pieces. So yeah, and you have to take out the entire scanner unit, so you can actually remove it and take it at a side for now. So now we are inside of the printer, so you can see that the head is locked in place. So what you have to do is, you can see this gears here, you have to rotate clockwise this gear until it locks. So go here and you can see now it's locked and the head is moving freely now. So now you have to access to this part of the head in the most comfortable way for you, and I find that if you move the printhead at the rear side facing you, it's pretty easy to just deal with this. So you can use a simple flat screwdriver to unplug this springs here. So you have to pay attention because they are connected to a pretty fragile part in the plastic, and also you have to pay attention also to the fact that if you're too close to this, the screwdriver can actually slip and hit you. So yeah, you have to also, every time that you do something, pay attention to what to do. It's a very important thing when you repair things. So you can actually remove these springs just to avoid that they will go inside of your printer and don't never find them again. So yeah, and now you can just remove these two flat cables. So just a matter of pulling them out like this, and then you will have to remove this flat cable too, because this is not part of the printed assembly. So actually now you can take the head out. So you can see that these two air tubes are connected. These are the tubes for rolling pumps, so yeah, they have to be removed. So this head, you can see, it has been used with OEM inks, or at least pigment inks, so I think OEM inks, and it failed anyway. So yeah, they are thermal printheads. They fail. They are not piezoelectric heads. So now you need to take the new printhead that you priorly order from AliExpress, and well, you can buy it from wherever you want, but I find that getting this from AliExpress is the really best way to do it. So one thing that you will notice is that the head assembly is not complete. So from the old head assembly, you will have to remove this piece of plastic here. So you need to remove these two screws on the top of the head. So this one and this one. Pay attention not to touch this part because there's plenty of ink there. So yes. And then remove this plastic part here. Then you can also see there's one other part that's missing, and it's the cartridges connector board, because this is not a part of the head that you find online. That's just a simple head. So you need to remove also these two screws here. Then don't pull it out, just remove this little flat cable. Yes. Then you will be able to remove the cartridges contacts board, this one. Okay, so now this printhead can be easily be thrown in trash. Guarantee that you have some good place that you take it, because they are pretty, yeah, they don't have to be thrown in trash like paper example. These are specific products that need specific treatment for recycling, so yeah. Then you can take out of the plastic the new printhead, but I strongly recommend that you wear a pair of gloves, because if your skin oil or anything, what garbage is this? So new gloves anyway. So I was saying, if you don't wear any type of gloves, the skin oil, so the oil of your skin and anything that is on your skin can cause damage to the nozzle plate area on the printhead. So yeah, you have to also pay attention to these things when you replace heads. So now I will unpack the new head. This is sold as new, but I think it's refurbished, so it's completely impossible to find a head in this at this price as new. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's reconditioned, but what I care is that it works. So yeah, I will include a test print if possible in this video. And my head is all the way from here. And you can see all the shipping fluid all over the place. That's fine. Of course. Only if it doesn't get on the contacts, of course. So, compressed air. A bit of compressed air on the sensors and on the PCB, just to... this should not be conductive fluid, but yeah, I think it's good anyway to be sure that it's pretty dry, especially on the connectors. So now you have to take the board inside of the printhead assembly again, so something like this, of course, and take these screws inside again, always T10 for the screws, and the other screw that goes over here. Don't over tighten the screws. You have to think that you're screwing things in plastic, so they don't have to be over tightened. And then you have to reconnect the flat cable into the head PCB. Then you have to take this plastic cover on the printhead assembly, something like this. So then you have to take the screws inside of the printhead assembly. So yeah, I can clearly see that this printer is refurbished and not new, but I mean, it's fine. I'm not searching for a new printhead, I'm searching for a printhead that works. So now you have to reconnect these two tubings. Be sure that they are inserted correctly, because they are very important for the printer. These tubes actually insert air inside of a chamber into the cartridges. So I will show you now what I mean. So insert the head inside and be sure that everything fits correctly. Yeah. So what I meant before is that cartridges for this printer has an air port and an ink port. So printer actually what it does is insert air inside here and get positive pressure on this side, and the ink will flow on this side. So if you don't attach these tubes, there's a high chance that it will not work. So yeah, that's it. So now what you have to do is to reconnect all the flat cables that you disconnected before. So as you're here, check them if just they are dirty or something. So reconnect those. This is fine. Yeah, they are fine. They're not dirty in this case. So I will just reconnect all of these flat cables. And we're ready to go. So now we can take the springs inside again. So there are two tabs here where the springs get attached to, and then there's the tabs on the printhead itself. So it's a pretty easy task. Something like this. Yeah. So you can see now the head is pretty connected to the carriage. Please check that everything is okay before closing the printer, and yeah. So as you are inside of the printer, a thing that you have, or what you can do, is cleaning it. So you can see this flat cable is all dirty, and you can compare it to the one underneath it. So, and also on the other side it's all dirty. So I will give this printer a bit of cleaning, also on the cleaning station, the cleaning unit. So you can see that if I just I can just do this, I think. Yes. Oh my, you can see how dirty it is. So I think it's time for cleaning before reassembling. But I will not show this in video because it's not the topic of this video anyway. So yeah, let me do the cleaning of this printer. So, yes. Oh, also, if you want to do the cleaning, you can easily take some paper towels and glass cleaner. It works perfectly for this type of repairs, and also it works perfectly for printheads. But yeah, you can check the glass cleaner that perfectly fits in your for this type of operations. So there's a very long list online for what to use and what to not use. In Italy you can find this, and in the United States you can find Windex, and in many other places you can find Windex. So Windex is okay, and yeah, I think it's pretty good time for cleaning now. I mean, it's a pretty obvious thing that HP printers get so dirty, because when they do cleaning cycles, they're used to spraying all over the place. I have published a video on this channel and also another video on the Gentleman photo printing techie group on Facebook. So if you are well into photo printing, be sure to support the creator on that Facebook group. It's a wonderful place, and I have posted a video where I show actually what HP does when it starts a cleaning cycle, and it's a pretty well, horrific operation, because yeah, they are pretty tremendous on these things. Another thing that I recommend you to clean, if it's dirty of course, is this. This is the encoder strip. It runs all around the printhead, the carriage, from left to right, and it's responsible for printhead alignment. So if it gets dirty for the ink, of course, you can clean it with the same procedure of anything else on the printer. So pay attention not to scratch it or damage it in any way, because finding a replacement is not always so easy to do. So be sure of what you do always. And you can see how dirty mine was. So yeah, I think it's now time for the reassembly. Take the scanner unit and take this ferromagnetic thing inside. This is not only for holding the cable, it's also for getting rid of any disturb of the electronics in the cable. I think it's the best way I can define it. So now I can just reattach the scanner unit inside here. Yeah, and reconnect the flat cable into the mainboard. Yeah, this is the printed mainboard. So get this here, flat on the on the printer chassis. Yeah. Then open here and take it down. So be sure that everything is correct before. Okay. Yeah, now it's closed. Now it's closed. So if something does not go there, you can easily take a screwdriver and take it down. So I think now everything looks good. So we can start to screw the scanner unit inside of the printer again. So as always, let's do the easy screws before and then the hard screws then. So another here. Oh, and if someone will tell me something like, why would you do a video like this? So you're Italian, it's not your primary language, so there are always some videos on YouTube that shows how to do this type of repair. I know that there are a few videos online that shows this type of repair, but they're not so detailed. So I think for a technician it would be fine to watch a video like that, but for a beginner and someone who is not experienced in printers repair, I think it's not enough, especially for people that know nearly nothing about printers repair. So yeah, this is how it works. And then the last one, and then we can take this printer on and check it, of course. So now I will rotate the printer and get the printer power supply that I don't remember. Where did I take it? Ah, there it is. Fantastic. So I will plug the printer in and let's see what we get. The last time it was showing a printhead error right after powering on. Oh, forgot a thing. Be sure that these lower tabs are attached, because yeah, be sure that they click. So really forgot about that. Sorry about that. So yeah. So then let's power this on. Here are my cartridges. These are OEM refilled with pigment inks, high quality pigment inks from Inktek. And yeah, let's see what we get. Cartridges problem, that's fine. But now let's see if I get a printhead problem or everything is fine. Printhead is recognized, perfect. So now I have to open the cartridges access door and take some cartridges inside here. So let's take the black one, the yellow one, the cyan one, and the magenta one. Yeah, they're in place. Okay, that's fine. So of course they are recognized, so these are low, but yeah, they are all refilled and they are pretty full. So I'll get some paper inside here. Now it's doing priming of the new head. This operation will require pretty big time, usually 5 to 6 minutes. So yeah, I will cut this part of the video and then let you show what the situation is. Okay, so prime has been completed. So yeah, genuine ink is finished on the yellow card, but yeah, they are refilled and it's fine. So now let's see if we are already done or we need to do just a bit of cleaning. And yeah, so reports and print quality page. Actually, we'll do another cleaning cycle. Okay, that's fine. Do whatever you want. waste my ink. Finally. Okay, so let's do this print job. Come on, HP, you can do this. Maybe. Okay. And there you have it. A fully repaired HP OfficeJet 6600. Of course, we have to do a bit of things. We had to do a pretty alignment and yeah, another part of the other. So of course the head is not aligned because it has been just installed. So of course you have to align the printhead, but this is anyway good because the printhead works perfectly, flawlessly. So you can see that this printer failed after nearly 5,000 pages, and this is very bad for a printer. But well, I don't know how, with how many which type of cartridges it has been used. So I have sold 6700 that printed maybe more than 20,000 pages, and it didn't fail. So maybe the user of this printer used some compatible generic cartridges inside, and that's the situation where it gets. So yeah, so I will do now printhead alignments, but this is really not the point of this video. So thank you for watching, and hit the like button if this has been useful for you. Share it if you know someone who needs a repair like this, and thank you once again. See you to the next video, and bye.